Look out!
Let me be.
Mrs. Ellingham, I am sorry you stepped out on the path so quickly.
It's a public thoroughfare, isn't it?
I'm sorry.
Leave those mushrooms alone, young miss.
Mrs. Ellingham,
Let them be. I can pick more if I want some.
these are very strange mushrooms. They might be poisonous.
Is that so? Miss Longnose, Miss Know-It-All. Then I won't be inviting you to dine on them, will I?
Coming, you two, it's time for lunch.
Did you find any string, Amy?
Now, what time have I had to look for string? Well, I did find a few bits and pieces in some odd corners.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Amy.
You come into lunch before you start fiddling around with them.
It's very kind of you, Miss Winthorpe, but I don't know if they're going to be long enough.
Well, if that isn't gratitude, I don't know what... Those are my best dressmaking scissors. Now, just who said you could take those, may I ask?
We only borrowed them, Amy.
Without asking my permission. Now, just you leave that kite where it lies and go in and wash your hands.
Sorry, Amy. This morning, I bumped into Mrs. Ellingham.
Oh, yes, the veterinary's widow. How is she? Haven't seen her for months.
Well, she keeps herself very much to herself.
Well, she was gathering mushrooms. At least she said they were, but I'm sure they were poisonous.
I think Mrs. Ellingham will know more about that sort of thing than us town folk, Vicky.
They probably were poisonous.
Whatever makes you say that, Albert?
Well, everyone knows she's a witch.
Mrs. Ellingham?
What for nonsense?
There's no such thing as witches.
Yes, there is. Because she's one.
But her husband was a veterinary at Five Oaks.
Yes. And anybody who knew them wouldn't take their animals to neither one of them. People say they killed more than they cured.
Well, that's a very malicious thing for people to say. And I don't particularly like to hear gossip repeated at the table.
Sorry.
Well, if you two have nearly finished, you can get down from the table and finish that blessed kite. The sooner it's up in the air and out from under my feet, the better I shall be pleased.
May we?
Yes, go on, off you go.
Wait for me.
I've got some parcels I'd like you to take to the post, Amy, as soon as I've tied them up. I wonder if you could find me some string somewhere.
There's a whole roll in the desk drawer.
No, there was, Amy, but I sacrificed it in the interests of aeronautics.
Is it safe to use all these little bits?
Of course. We need as much height as we can get. That's it. Ready? We'll take the next gust that comes.
Let go, Albert! Not yet! Let go! Now!
dreadful.
I wish we had more string. The string's broken.
Come on.
What about the string?
You wind it up. If we hadn't used all those fiddly bits, this wouldn't have happened.
Kevin! Wait for me! Kevin! Kevin! Wait! That's where the witch lives.
Mrs. Ellingham?
She'll be waiting for you.
I'm not afraid.
She does terrible things to people.
You want your kite back, don't you?
Suppose so.
Well then, you keep a watch out. And if you see anybody coming, shout, all right?
All right.
Trespassers will be prosecuted. There's no notice up, but that is my intention anyhow.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Ellingham.
If you come back, you'll be prosecuted again. Do I make myself clear? Have I been understood?
I thought I told you to shout.
I did. Once I got here. And suddenly, out of nowhere, there she was. She pulled Kevin off the barrel. Then I heard her scream and she was going to persecute him. Didn't she? Poison him with toast stores, more than likely.
Oh, that's nonsense. She picked them by mistake. She isn't a witch, whatever you say.
Neither one of you had any business being in Mrs. Allingham's garden in the first place, and there's an end of it.
Kevin! Amy, let me talk to him. Something's wrong.
He's had a shaking, and it's hurt his pride, and that's what's wrong. And don't go making too much fuss about it. It'll only hurt him the worse.
Kevin, where are you going?
Back to Mrs. Allingham's. She has my kite.
But Father needs Beauty for his evening calls.
I'll be back by then. I'll take the short cut over Fowler's Leap.
Oh, please don't go, Kevin. Look, I'd have run away too. There's nothing to be ashamed of in running away.
It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with running away. Help me up.
Whoa.
If Father asks, promise me you won't tell him where I've gone. Please, Vicky.
All right. I promise.
Where's Beauty? He's not in the stable.
You're going to be very angry. Oh, I know you are. You have every right to be.
Look, I've no time for games now. Where is he?
I can't tell you. I made a promise.
Where's Kevin? Where did he go? Come on, answer me.
He was taking the shortcut by Fowler's Leap.
And you let him go there? I thought you had more sense, Vicky. You know how dangerous that is?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you know about this, Amy?
Oh, well, I knew he'd gone, but
You were right on both counts, Vicky. I am angry, and I do have every right to be. Come on, Vicky.
Tell me, Albert Clifton, how is it that there's always trouble whenever you come round?
Not my fault. It's that witch that done it.
Done what? Did what?
Whatever it is you're blaming me for.
Vicky, where are you going?
I'm going to find Kevin.
Oh, do you think that's a good idea?
It's my fault, Amy. I let him go on Beauty. All of it. It's all my fault.
All right, boy? Well done, boy. What's the matter, Beauty? What is it, Beauty? What's the matter? Something wrong? Hmm? Well, show me. Did something happen to Kevin? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Show me.
Vicky, wait for me. Can I come with you? I know a secret shortcut to Mrs. Allingham's.
Did I say I was going there?
Well, it starts right hereabouts.
All right, you can show me. Where did you go? Albert?
I told you it was a secret, didn't I? Come on.
So, you came back, did you?
Kevin! Kevin! No use, Beauty. Oh, boy. Steady now, steady. Oh, steady. What's the matter with you? Eh? You trying to tell me something? You think you know where Kevin is? Is that it? All right, then. Show me. Hey, wait for me, though.
It doesn't look as if he's there after all.
He might be inside.
Where are you going?
I'm going to ask.
Ask what?
If Kevin's there.
But you can't, she's a witch.
If you're afraid, you can stay here. What?
If you had a peep in the window, you wouldn't have to ask anything. You see for yourself.
He's in there.
You sure?
She was standing over him, mixing something.
The toasters.
No. It couldn't be.
She's going to poison him. I know it.
She wouldn't. She wouldn't dare. No! Vicky!
So, it's Miss Longnose again, is it?
What have you done to my brother?
Miss Peeping Tom, Miss Pry into corners.
Mrs. Allingham, I saw my brother in your house. You'd better let him go or I'll fetch my father.
You're the ones that's trespassing.
What you are is much, much worse.
Oh, and what am I, Miss Vicky Gordon?
You're a...
Oh, so it's Miss Tongue-Tied now, is it?
You're a witch.
A witch.
Please let Kevin go. I promise I won't tell anyone. Please, Mrs. Allingham.
If you want your brother, Miss Gordon, you'll have to come and fetch him.
Kevin?
Dr. Gordon.
There you are. There's your brother, Miss Gordon.
Kevin?
Oh, no. I told you already. He won't go to you. You've got to come to him.
Kevin, please!
Hold him.
Are you afraid, Beauty? Well, I am. Come on.
I want to see my son. Where is he?
Father! Father, look what she's done to Kevin.
Well, the sooner we get this young man home, the better. And you owe Mrs. Ellingham a big apology, Vicky. It was Fowler's leap that gave Kevin the crack on the head. And if you hadn't interfered, Mrs. Ellingham might have brought down the swelling with a very professionally made bread poultice.
Will you forgive me, Mrs. Ellingham? Just when I saw you picking those mushrooms.
Yes, of course, the mushrooms.
My goodness, my supper. Oh. Hare and mushroom stew boiled to a frazzle. First you ruined me peace and quiet, and now you've ruined me supper.
Then I suggest you throw it away, put your coat on, and come and have dinner with us.
What about you two? What do you think about having a witch to supper?
I think we like it very much.
Come on, Kevin.
Oh, I nearly forgot. Excuse me. Your brother will be needing this when he gets better.
Mrs. Ellingham, you didn't climb on the roof for this all by yourself, did you?
Of course not. There wasn't any need. I just jumped on me broomstick and flew there, didn't I?
Come on, Beauty.